Okay, girls, you're gonna have to bear with me. Let me see. Let me get my comments on my phone. Um, you're gonna have to bear with me because everybody has skipped town, except for Karen, and she's busy. She is busy doing kidding. So we're all kind of running around here crazy, trying to get ready for the show on. I leave next Tuesday for the Roseville show. So let me see. I'm trying to get your comments here. Um, so Devin, I sent Devin home. Devin did show up to work, but I sent him home, hoping he will submit his junior year finals so that he can be a senior this year. Because otherwise, he's going to live on my couch and work at Fabric Chicks for the rest of his life. So I'm hoping he is actually at home finishing up. So it's just me. So I'm videoing myself. So if it gets weird, just post in there so I know to like move or whatever. Hi Beverly Ann. Hi Leilani. Hi Dorothy. Okay, so I'll give it a few minutes because I do have a ton of giveaways. Phyllis just cleaned up her sewing room. So she donated like 4 big bags of patterns. Like you remember Butterick patterns and all that good stuff. Hi Ann. Hi Kathleen. Hi Sue. Hey Joan, how are you? So anyways, I was totally going to play hooky today. And my girlfriends were all going up to Tahoe to float down the Truckee River. So I was going to go play hooky with them. And as I was leaving the post office and the bank on my way up to Tahoe, one of them texted me and said, hey, the air quality is 3 times worse up there than it is down here in the valley. So it is like extreme. Like I've never seen the little monitor that horrible. So change of plans. Here I am stuck at work, although I would really love to be floating down the Truckee River right now. But here I am. Karen says she's back from Shasta and the air quality in Auburn is 400 to 500. It's horrible. So it looks like it's smoky out here in Gardnerville. I'll take you on a tour when we do a tour of the shop because the shop's a mess. Tahoe, my girlfriend said Tahoe is 3 times worse. So it's kind of a bummer, but I guess we should be thankful that we're not right there in the midst of all the fires and everything. So I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to literally, that's a bad visual, I know, but it's reality. Trying to get packed for Tuesday and trying to get all the quilts long arms that we needed to get done. And so I have a lady that dropped off 13 quilts from Southern California. She comes up every other month, so she always drops off a bunch of quilts. None of the backings are pieced. So now I got to piece all her backings before she gets up here. And I did kind of procrastinate and sneak in some other quilts since I knew I had till the end of August. But now it's like crunch time because I'm going to be gone for the show. So we'll see how that goes. But patterns, it's true. The new norm for patterns is $20 is not out of the normal anymore. That is so true, Dorothy. But I have tons of patterns, tons and tons of patterns. I just found one that I thought, oh, that'd make a totally cute skirt. So I'm thinking I might just keep that one for myself. But look we've got so many patterns for those of you. Like that's the one I thought would be cute. Here, that would be cute. Super summery and fun. But I'll probably never actually sew a skirt because it has to be fitted and it has to, look good. But so we have tons and tons of patterns. Like literally, girls, look at all of these patterns. So I don't think we want to go through. Well, you can tell me if we want to go through. But see how we've just so many. Look at how cute that one is. I think that these were really popular 30 years ago, but they're back in style. So I think if you guys want me to go through, you can say which ones you want. Or I can just send you, if you want some of these patterns, I can just send you like 10 of them. So you type in how you want this little giveaway to go. What you think's best. And I do have Penny Barger, which you guys know Penny. She's been on. She's been a guest several times. She joins our Sunday Zooms. She ooh, what sizes are the patterns? I'm pretty sure they're all kinds of sizes. This is a large 16 to 18. This one's a 14 to 22, 8 to 18, 8 to 18, large and extra large. Yeah, so they're all between like larges and extra larges, 14s to 22s, I'm guessing, pretty much in that kind of range.
Tall.
Large, tall. So Sue says no clothes patterns for her. Okay, so let me know, girls. I think just let me know if you want a handful, and I'll send you a handful. There are some pretty cute ones, and I think, like, here's a gardening smock. Look at how cute that is, or an apron. Here's some shorts, unisex shorts, good for pajamas. Here's a diagonal quilted vest. Look at that. You guys all would be the talk of the town.
6 to 18.
6 to 18 for this. Oh, this one. Who wouldn't look good in this? And I could probably retire. If you all bought enough fabric to make this, I could retire.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I do not. Those shorts were for all sizes, kids and grown-ups, Lynn. Yeah, this one is shorts, good for all, like kids and grown-ups, I think, boys and men's.
And nowadays, girls.
Yeah, it's a unisex one, okay? It's a unisex one. So anyways, if you, this came back to us. So Penny wrote this book, which is amazing. And it's all about how to do people. So I have this one that Phyllis brought back because I think she's not ever going to do a face this intense. It's all out of thread. So if you want this, just type in that you want the Penny's book. That's probably the best giveaway of today. And Rondi says she wants the Mad Hatter kit. If you could bring it in her basket full of stuff to Pleasanton, I can't get to Roseville. Okay, perfect, Rondi. I got that. Let's see. Oh, let me show you. So the Mad Hatter kit just came in. So if you're into Tulip Pink and you want the Mad Hatter kit, it is this. I know I got to see if I'm getting myself into the camera. It's super cute. It's got teacups. It's got Alice in Wonderland fussy cut here. The bleeding rose. And then on the outside, it's got a mouse here. The Mad Hatter hat here. And then down here at the very bottom, it's got a rabbit. So the Mad Hatter's Tea Party Quilt Kit, it is kind of pricey because that's just the way Tulip Pink stuff is. But it includes a total of 11 7/8 yards of fabric. So almost 12 yards of fabric and the pattern and the binding. And the finished size is 76 by 81. So it's $195 if you want the Mad Hatter's Tea Party Quilt Kit. And I'm sure Christy got it. So I'm sure we could work on it on a Sunday Zoom if you guys wanted. And we will be doing Sunday Zoom this Sunday at 1 to 4, like always. So we'll post that in the Fabric Chick Stitch Along. Joan Jeffers, you could come down to pick up your basket and you could go through these bags and pick out whichever ones you wanted. I know it is so smoky, like everybody's throats are sore. Joan, it's horrible. It's horrible. Okay, Sue, I will give you the thread painting portraits. Okay, if you guys want any, I mean, there is so many of them. Like, look at this. We've got like a sweater, like a vest type thing. Oh, that one would look good on anybody. That priceless. There you go. Some more classy fitted things. Here's a robe. Here is Sheer Delight jacket. This one actually might be fun. 3 layers of fabric are stitched and cut to create this delightful jacket. So it's kind of like chenilled, I think. But that's kind of a fun one. Gosh, girls, you should just take a pile of these. Except for there are a ton of jumpers. Jumpers were totally the in thing at one point. But here's another fun little smock. Look at, you could make the see-through one and then just wear nothing underneath it. I'm full of great ideas for you. Here's a bathrobe, like a Mrs. Romper from Three's Company bathrobe here. So many fun things. Okay, let's see. Anne says no patterns for her. Anne, it was so good to see you yesterday. Anne came by yesterday to pick up her bag of stuff, but I didn't even get to talk to her because I was right in the middle of the interview for the Road to California. So if you guys haven't made your reservations for Road to California, do it now. The hotels are still pretty inexpensive. I booked at the Folk Inn, which is right adjacent to the convention center, so you can walk. You don't have to pay for parking. And it was like $122 a night, I think, which is pretty good for LA area. Okay, let's see. But Anne, the blueberry bread, I think it was blueberries. It was so moist and delicious. I had that for dinner last night. Well, none of us are except for Diane, Kathleen. None of us are skinny minis, I don't think. Phyllis, I did get the long arm fixed. It is going as we speak. It's always a relief as soon as the long arm gets out of sync, it's a nightmare trying to get the tension back. But I've done 2 quilts last night and this morning, and it's back to being good. Thank you, Rondi. I'm always so nervous when I'm being interviewed. Well, kind of like right now, except for right now, I know it's just you girls, so I'm not too worried. But when I'm being interviewed, because they ask you questions and then you got to like try to figure out what you want to say before you say it, because you don't want to say the wrong thing and offend somebody. But it was a pretty fun interview. They're pretty laid back, and it was fun. Let's see if any of the patterns look like vintage 1970s tops and dresses or anything that looks artsy. Dorothy's interested. Dorothy, I think they might all be 1970 vintage. I'm not really sure, but I just have a feeling. Like, look at these. I'm pretty sure these are not 1990s. Look at that. I think my mom had that outfit for a Sunday to go to church. Lots of skirts, but honestly, a lot of these are coming back into style. Some of those shirts would be good. This vest, kind of good, hide your hips. This one, I totally remember having a jumper like that to go to church in. They're all vintage, Dorothy, all. Oh my gosh, when he hit me with the schedule change, well, first of all, they kind of surprised me with the fact that I was still teaching, because I submitted the teaching stuff for 2020. So I figured they would make us, oh, thank you, Susan. I figured that they would make us resubmit all the teaching stuff. And so since I don't have Cheryl anymore, and I don't know if I'm going to be doing the shows by myself, teaching is too hard to do by myself, especially because the show's from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then I think or 9 to 5:30 or something. And then I teach from 6 to 9. And when I taught at Road the year before, the last year we had Road when I taught there, I think I had 30 students in a 3-hour period trying to cram in so many techniques. And they're not using their own machines. So that's kind of a little bit tricky because you're not familiar, you don't know how to thread it. So it's a lot of information to cram into a 3-hour class. So I kind of had decided not to teach this year since I don't have the help. But then I got an email saying, "Hey, we want to interview you so you can talk about your classes." So that was a surprise too. I think with the way COVID is, like everything's a surprise, and you just got to be flexible and you got to roll with it in life, in work, in everything. You just got to roll with it and be nice. Okay, Sean, I will definitely add some to your box. I don't know if the kids sent you a box, but I'm not, just so you guys know, I'm not going to be shipping out these patterns, although I know you're waiting for them breathlessly. I'm not going to ship them out till after I get back from Sacramento. And we won't have a sale next Friday either, but join us on Wild Wednesday live on Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time because we'll be interviewing 3 vendors from the show floor. Okay, so we did get the Mad Hatter pattern kit in, and then we also got we just keep getting in new fabric, so I'll take you on a tour into the back because a lot of it hasn't even been unpacked yet. But I was going to take this to the show, and it might sell out because it's so cute. So I thought if you girls need this panel, let me know if you need this gnome panel, and I'll put one aside for you. I think the coordinates can wait till the next Friday sale, but I'll just put one of these aside because I don't want you guys to miss out. I don't know how many we have. I just saw that Devin had cut them. So if you need the gnome panel, let me know and I'll throw it in your basket. But then the coordinates will show you 2 Fridays from now. So we won't have a sale next Friday, but we'll have a sale the following Friday, I believe. Okay, let's see. What did Mary Beatty say? Something definitely. Mary Beatty definitely. Uh-oh. Okay, I don't know. I don't think Mary Beatty's even on, is she? Lynn says, do a tour of your shop. Getting ready for a show. Wow. I think that's not such a nice wow. She was here yesterday and might have not been able to walk through the boxes of things. Lynn is super cute, and the bees are like so popular right now. Okay, so we're going to do a tour of the shop because I know you guys can hardly wait for that mess. Well, it's always a mess. I'm not even going to lie at this point. Okay, so here's the bags of giveaways that we've gotten from Phyllis. Thank you, Phyllis. And who doesn't want to look this sexy? Look at that. You could get a date at the bar any night of the week with this one. And then more stuff in there. So we've got tons of patterns to give away. This one actually is quilt blocks, I think 63 different patterns. So that one, some of you might be interested in to build up your quilt block collection. And then, I still have this fabric. If you guys want this fabric's still free to anybody who wants it. Just put in stripy fabric. And I still have this sheet. If you need a sheet, here, I've still got a sheet or I don't really know if it's a sheet or a window covering, but if you need that, let me know. I'll put it in your basket. Then we got tons of new diamond art. So we've got the sugar skull, and then it has a frame because it wasn't frameable size. You know how she had a little glitch with her manufacturing. And then we've got all the houses. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different houses with the kind of funky trees. And then, so here, look at, this is the backroom nightmare. This is a stack of stuff that Karen's going to be kidding momentarily. And here's kind of where I'm working to get stuff bundled up and cut and kit so we have entire lines to take to the show, because you kind of have to think it out. Here's the diamond art actually done, so you can see that I just have to go get a frame for it. So that's one of the houses done, and then here's another of the houses done. So those are kind of fun. Those are partial, so you don't have to do all the background. And then so packing for a show is really kind of and here's all your packages for those of you that I haven't shipped them yet. Those are waiting to be invoiced. But Gracie started school this week, so she has not been in. And Devin, well, Devin's a whole nother story. But so here I've got the suitcase where I put the samples in. And then, so I try to do a whole line at a time. The sugar skulls are 12 by 12. So it fits a 12 by 12 frame. Okay, Sandy, I'll get you one and I will ship yours today. Ann Lindenmeyer, you didn't see the diamond art yesterday because it was in this ginormous box still in the back room because nobody inventoried it. But then I had somebody who needed to buy some of the trees they've been waiting for, the trees and houses. So I had to pull it out and inventory it myself. So here is like all of the fabrics that are left from last Friday's sale, because I don't like to take the numbers off and put them back in the shop until I have all your guys' stuff shipped. So we just trip on that all day. And then we tear down the whole shop. We tear the whole shop apart so that we can pack for the show, so we can take the samples to the show. So sometimes people complain that they hate coming to the shop when we're at a show because there's nothing left. But literally, I've already like hijacked everything out of this room that I'm taking. And this is all the stuff that's left. So there's plenty of stuff left over when we leave. Most of the bolts, I don't really take too many bolts. So there's tons of stuff left over. I'm going to try to go not too fast so that you guys don't get dizzy. But here is, and part of the reason it's such a chaotic mess is we did a pop-up shop in Tahoe on Tuesday. So all of these boxes that are loaded went with me. And thank God Lynn Jenkins stopped by to pick up her Tuesday stuff. And when she stopped by, her husband was going fishing. So she had the whole afternoon off. So she went up with me to Tahoe. And literally, girls, the poor girl was just dripping sweat. I don't think she's worked that hard in so long. Yes, Karen, I'll put one in your basket. Okay, and they are. I know, Karen. Lynn, you carried these, and they are not light. Fabric is heavier than people think. So here by the front door, we've got boxes ready to go. Hopefully Devin will show up so that he can load them into the van. But so I've got the van here already. I'll show you how smoky it is. I've got the van here already so that as soon as Devin, I see the whites of his eyes, he can load the van. But then look at how smoky it is. It smells like campfire, so I can't really complain about that. But Lynn, it was so hot. But you're a trooper. You can come help me anytime. I tried to look at, somebody left their Coca-Cola can on my back thing. People are so rude. So anyway, so when we're packing for a show, we have to make sure that we pack the sample and the patterns and the fabric and the kits and all that good stuff. So I haven't really packed this room yet. So I'll just kind of give you a quick preview of this room, kind of what it looks like before I tear it apart. And then while we're packing, kind of everybody has to help cut and get things ready. So so after I leave is when they go through and kind of straighten up. So it's always a mess the week before. But here you can see, here's a quilt that's half hanging there. Somebody probably wanted to fill the silks. Look, somebody probably touched it and then it fell. So our displays look kind of like that a lot. Touchy-feely people. But here's what the Farm Girls Unite, that panel looks like. We did have that on one of the sales, but Christy says it's pretty much sold out everywhere. But that whole fabric line goes with that. Lynn, you guys totally need to start on Halloween right now so you'll have it done so you can display it for Halloween. If you wait till October, that will be too late. So here's kind of our secret little closet under the staircase. That's where we keep all the empty bins and things that are waiting to be packed. I could hardly wait. And here Uh-oh. Okay, there you go. Raylene says she won't even show you her mess. Raylene, I think it would be fun to do a tour. Do you want me to send you a link to the StreamYard and you can do a tour of yours? The ladies would love to see it. So this is kind of the mess that's here. We've got boxes literally everywhere, half packed. So I had to take all the bins from Tahoe and unpack them and recut and restock everything so it would be ready to go to Sacramento. But literally, we've got bins everywhere. So it takes me just by myself, it's going to take at least a week to get packed for Sacramento. And then this is all the new stuff that Roger hasn't put into the system yet. So this is a super cute, fun flannel line. And I don't typically get flannel that that is kind of themed. I usually just get like plaid flannel and that kind of thing unless I have a project. But this is super cute flannel with gnomes. And you know, gnomes are the hottest thing right now. That one's upside down, but you get the idea. I can't reach it. So this is a super cute flannel line. Don't worry, it's not even going to leave the back room before I get back. And then here's a cute little monkey line. Devin's working on getting that cut, hopefully. Well, I'm not going to take the monkey line to Sacramento anyways. It's too, unless you guys want something specific of the monkey line, I can bring it to you. But otherwise, this here is all of our overstock. So those are all panels that are cut and waiting. Look how nice they look. Becky Razzle came in and organized this for us a couple weeks ago. So I'm trying to keep it organized. Look at, we've got a panel hanging with all the panels cut and ready to be packed. It's super hard though to keep it organized because as I'm packing for each show, here, look at, this is all the overstock that goes under the those bins are all overstock that go under the table for restocking during the show. So, and then those are bolts that I pulled that will go with us to the show. And then here is my wine delivery. That's how I get through life. And that's kind of it for you know, the packing process. It's just kind of a shit show, really. It, Lynn, I love organization, but it's so hard to keep it organized because look at, we'll pack all of these panels, but then when we come home, we have to re empty out our bins and put them back all organized and nice. Okay, Raylene, do you want a panel of this monkey or do you want the coordinates? Or do you want to wait for Phoenix when you can pick through the whole line? I don't know how you keep track of everything. Carolyn, I don't think I keep track anymore. Once a year we do inventory, and that's as good as it gets around here. Let's see what else came in. Oh, there's one line I haven't shown you guys yet, because I'm waiting to chenille. They have a quilt top, so it has this flowers of the eventide. That's a pre-printed panel that's 56 inches by 74 inches, but I'm gonna chenille it. So I'm waiting to chenille it before I put that on a Friday sale or take it to a show. So that might not ever get done. I don't know. Rondi says she has to say she does not miss packing and setting up for shows. Rondi, I'm starting to feel the same way. I think I'm getting too old for this. Like retirement needs to be in my near future. And then it is very overwhelming. Uh, Kathleen, the wine definitely is a must. It definitely is. Um, the flannel with gnomes will make very cute PJ bottom. Yeah, for sure, for sure. The gals must be working overtime without Devin and Gracie. Well, Kathleen, I would like to say the gals with an S is accurate, but I'm going to tell you that at this point, it is just me and Karen. So Karen is totally working overtime. Karen is a lifesaver. So she's working all next week, even though she's a 3 day a week girl. She is working all next week while I'm at the show. So it's kind of slim pickings. We wish we could find somebody that wanted to work. I think I'm hoping one of my sales reps. I hope she's listening. I'm hoping when her contract's up, she'll come to work and be a store manager. But we'll see. Time will tell. Kathleen, Kathleen, everybody watching can relate to that. Kathleen says she keeps saying her goal is to get organized and then she just starts another project. That is totally my goal too. Um, I think I'm going to get organized and then I think, oh, you've got 13 quilts that you now have to piece of backings for. Karen is awesome. Everybody's saying Karen is awesome. Look, there's Karen. She's working hard. Like she's over here kidding. She like has been kidding non-stop for the last 3 days. Um, please bring some kitty corn to Pleasanton. Okay, I will. Um, Raylene, it's so true. I always love it when people say, "Oh, I wanna own a quilt shop." You're so lucky you own a quilt shop. And I think you could have this one really cheap. Um, but it's very easy to get into this business, but it is impossible to get out. I think when I finally decide it's the day, I think I am going to let's see. I think when it's finally the day, I think I'm just gonna put everything in my barn and just have the world's largest stash. Um, all right, so that's kind of all I have, unless you girls can think of anything else. Um, Type in if you want any of these patterns. And otherwise, I'll go back and I'll reread everything so that I know. And then I am totally still working on cleaning up everywhere else because we have tons of giveaways everywhere. And if this is your quilt and I quilted it for you, oh my gosh, somebody dropped this quilt off during the middle of a live. And so she must be somebody I know. It must be somebody I know. So I'm hoping it's somebody here listening. But I have this quilt. If this quilt looks familiar to you, I totally remember she dropped it off during the middle of the live and I said, okay, I'll get it quilted, but I didn't write her name on it. So if this is your quilt, it's ready for you to pick it up. And look at you, learn something new every day. I did not know that Ann Lindenmeyer's mom owned a quilt shop. So we'll have to interview you sometime, Ann, so that we can learn about it. All right, girls, that's all I have. We will see you Monday. I think I'll be able to clean up a little bit while I'm packing. So Monday we'll do something pretty quick and easy. I was gonna show you how to do a flange binding today. I don't even know if I have a sample of a flange binding, but because I think a flange binding would look cute on these placemat. Let's see. I know we just got a panel of placemats. So if I can get them quilted over the weekend, then I'll do a demo on flange binding. So look at how cute. Nope, it's not there. I don't know. Somewhere in the shop, I know we have a panel of placemats, I think for Halloween. So I'll demo how to do flange bindings on Monday, and we'll have giveaways. Lynn Jenkins, you're so cute. It could be yours. I know it was somebody that I know really well, so I wasn't worried about getting her name and her info. But now I have no idea. So I figure at some point somebody's going to awkwardly come in here and say, I dropped a quilt off. Do you know when it might possibly be done? And then I'll be like, oh yeah, it's been waiting forever for you. Oh well. All right, girls, that's all I have for today. We will see you on Monday. Have a good weekend, and I'll post the Sunday Zoom. Take care. Have a great, do something creative and sew something. Bye.